So, g'day little pandas, and how you going? In today's video, we're looking at Czechoslovakia's earliest coins they first issued after the country was formed after the First World War. And this is almost all the denominations. Well, the two denominations I'm missing is the 2 haleru, which is a small zinc coin, and the large silver 20 korun. So the korun was exchanged equivalent to the Austro-Hungarian korun in 1918, and coins were first issued in 1923. There are patterns dated 1922. There's probably other coins that are not really known, but some of the coins, like the 20 herov, was first issued in 1921. So basically, these were issued in stages. So we have the 2050 and issued in 1921. So they supplemented the Austrian coins that were in circulation. So they would have been in the smaller denominations. And then they issued the 1 korun in 1922 and the 10 haleru in 1922. Then in 1923, they issued the other denominations. So they were all in base metal. And in 1925, they issued a copper nickel 5 korun. Then in 1928, they changed that to a silver. And then later on, in 1937, they changed it to a nickel. So I don't know what the go is here. They had a copper nickel, then they changed it to silver, then they changed it to nickel coin. So, and pretty much 1 year after they were taken out of circulation or the other coin was issued, the previous coin was demonetized. Like this coin in silver, issued between 1928 and 1932, was demonetized in 1938. The country pretty much ceased to exist in 1938 when it was split between Slovakia and Bohemia and Moravia. Okay, in 1928, they issued the 10 korun. And this is the standard version, is this one, issued from 1930 to 33. And this one is just a commemorative one, issued in 1928. And it has, this celebrates the 10th anniversary of independence, has Thomas Masaryk. And if you look at Numista, you can actually find a lot of information. So it's 10 grams, 70% silver. So 7 grams of silver. And I believe that guy was the first president. And these were designed by Otakar Spaniel. Has a mintage of 1 million. And if you wanted to buy one of these, you're probably paying at least $25 for a 10 korun. For this 10 korun. So we have a 4-year period in which this was issued. So this one looks to have been cleaned in the past. I can see small scratches. And it was minted in Kremika. So that's the current Slovak mint. And what we have is a woman and a supposedly lime tree. And we also have wheat and looks like a plow in the background. And we have a hammer. It looks like a wheel. And on the back, we just have the coat of arms of Czechoslovakia at the time, which is a bit different than the coat of arms that was issued after independence in 1945. And you can see on this one, this also has the earlier coat of arms. So that has the Slovak and the Czech. These probably have different regions. So, whatever regions are, probably Bohemia, Moravia. I need to look at. Okay, so what we have as well Slovakia and Bohemia. There is also Carpathian Ruthenia. So Ruthenia is pretty much, it's part of Ukraine now. We have Moravia and Silesia. So they're the other parts of the coat of arms. So this is the middle coat of arms, and that was used up until 1960. And then there is the lesser coat of arms, which only has Bohemia and the Slovak over top of it superimposed. So that's the coat of arms, which the lesser coat of arms seems to be the one that's used for most of the time period, and it's on the coins after the Second World War. So the only monument that we have that's in Czechoslovakia is this one. So this is the Charles Bridge, which is the first built in about 1350 to 1400s, and it's on the 2, 5 and the 10 korun. So the mintage of these coins varies. These are made out of bronze. So this one is dated 1923, first year, so 37 million. So this is the highest minted. The key date is 1926 with about 1 million, and 1930 with 5 million, but apparently a lot of those were not put into circulation. Okay, then we have the 10 Hilero, also bronze, about 80 millimeters, 1.96 grams. And the coin I have here is, let's zoom in. Okay, 1922, first year of issue, 6 million. The next year, 1923, had 24 million, which is the highest. And this one has the lesser coat of arms. So we have the Lion of Bohemia, and we have the Slovak shield superimposed over the top. So the key date you want for that one, these seem to be more popular than the 5 years. 1935 with about 3.5 million. Then we have the 20, which was first introduced 1921, and it's a copper nickel coin. So we have two denominations, 20 and 25. So the copper nickel coin, so this is the last year of issue, 1938. So you should be able to get these in high grade. So none of them would have seen that much circulation. They were replaced roughly about 1940 with Slovak coins and Bohemian coins. This one has a mintage of 18 million. The key date you want for this denomination is 1929 for 4.2 million. And it says 1933 is rare. So 1933 is the key date, no mintage figures. Then we have the 25 Hilero. And this one's a very good design. I actually quite like it. It's my favourite Czechoslovak coin, as you can see. This is also designed by Mr. What's his name again? Otakar Spaniel. And it's 2 years, 1932, but that's a trial strike, and it's very rare. And then there's 1933, sorry, 1932, 1933, with 22 million. So this should be the 1933. And you need to be careful because there's a lot of counterfeit 1932 coins. So if you're going to buy one of those, you're probably paying at least 10,000, actually $15,000, 10,000 euro. So this is the more common coin, and they usually sell for probably $5 to $10. And as you can see, the size difference. So that's my favorite Czechoslovak coin. And as you can see, the lesser coat of arms is more stylized on this one. Then we have the 50 Hererov, and this one, nothing really special about it. It just has the shield on one side, has linden branches and wheat. So yeah, I don't know anything about linden. First issue 1921, and this one is dated 1931, so this is the last year of issue, has a mintage of 6 million, and the key date is 1926 with 1.5 million apparently. It says rare, so probably they weren't issued for circulation. And then we have the highest value coin at the time in the 1920s, issued in base metal, so copper and nickel as well. These, Nimster says that these were demonetized in 1941, but they were used after the end of the Second World War in 1945 and 46, so they weren't demonetized up into a later period of time. So this is 1922, first year of issue, 50 million. So it's going to be the most common coin you're going to get. And the key date, so key date's just the lowest mintage or coin that was never issued for circulation and has the highest value. And it seems to be 1937 with 3.8 million. Okay. Then we have these two. So we have a well circulated silver coin. And I don't have the first initial copper nickel coin issued 1925 to 27. No, the lowest mintage was 1927, but it seems to be common. So this 5 kurun is 7 grams, 50% silver, and it was issued between 1928 and 1932. So this is 1931 with a mintage of 2 million. So in this condition, you're probably paying at least $10 to $20. The highest mintage coin is 1929 with 12.8, and the lowest is 1932 with 1 million. So as you can see, they're all in the millions. None of them are in the hundreds of thousands. This one just says in the industrial scene, which they used on the coins after the Second World War as well. Okay, so the next coin we have is the nickel version. First issue 1937, which is rare with 36,000. And this one's 1938. Last year issue was 17.2 million. So I'm not too sure why they issued coins with such a low mintage of 36,000. So I just suspect that they're trial pieces for vending machines, which were around at the time. So as you can see, the designs are the same. And we have a thinner one because there's one silver and the thicker one is nickel. And basically that's it for the Czechoslovakia until I get the other two denominations, and then I'll review this video. So let me know what you think about these coins. They are metal rotated, so they're the same as Australian coins as well as German, and they're not like United States or French coins of the time. So they just took after the Austrian coins which preceded it. So I hope this helps you with your Czechoslovak coin collection. Now, what would you be paying for this whole set? Well, for these two, you're probably paying at least $60 for those two. These ones, probably about $5 to $10. So it's about 80. And for these ones, well, they're probably about $5 each. Although, if you're lucky, you can probably get them for a little bit less than that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Probably about $130 all up. That should include postage. But I would say you would struggle to get them for that price. Then if you add the next two denominations, the 2 Hilerov, which is pretty hard to get, and the 20 Kurun, which is also expensive, probably paying at least $300 to $400. So coin collecting, it's just an expensive endeavor. If you're in there to actually get these coins, then I would just be patient, shop around, and maybe you can't get them all. So in that case, just change to something else to collect. So you've got a lot of other coins to collect. You can collect colored $2, collect Gambian coins, and a bit easier. You can collect Danish coins, so I'm going to make another video soon. Even just your normal circulating coins. Maybe try and get a a typeset of all the dates, which for some denominations, like the 1992 $1 coin, is going to be a bit hard. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an awesome coin banknote collecting time, and take care.